Shalom. All praises and glory go to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Warakakodash Brakatham. Double honors, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar, Apostle Ramlab, and the Shalom brothers and sisters Achim that have pushed this word and shared in truth in the four corners of the earth. Before I continue, and say that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel that the Bible speaks about, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. The people that live in the land of Israel today, they go back to the Khazarians, which go back to the Amalekites, which is the chiefhead tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom, and the people that are called white, European, Caucasian, Australian, American, they all go back to the nation of Esau, Edom. And Esau, Edom is the only nation upon the planet Earth that will not receive mercy from the Heavenly Father. With that being said, these videos are made to wake up our people, to lead them back to the Heavenly Father, because He's passing heavy judgment upon the planet Earth soon. Now, as y'all know, there's a lot of things going on, but for now, I want to go into the book of Baruch 2. You know, it shows you kind of what is happening to the children of Israel back in those days and what's happening right now. Okay, that's why I chose the book of Baruch, chapter 2, because it's you know, it's the way it has always been with the Israelites. You know, we're being brought down low and we get risen up again. You know, it's according to what the Heavenly Father allows to happen to us. You know, for the things that we've done, we also have to pay for the things that we've done. But now that our captivity is at an end, you know, the judgment on these nations is pending, you know. So let me start at Baruch 2, chapter 1. It says, "Therefore the Lord had made good His word, which He pronounced against us, and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon us great plagues such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses." Come. Verse 3, "That a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter. Moreover, he had delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord had scattered them." You see, so we were brought low among all these other nations that are around us, right? But that's okay, because we deserve that, you know. And you know, if you're doing right by the Heavenly Father, He's gonna give you exactly what you need. You know, you're not gonna suffer too much, but you're not gonna be balling neither. You understand? Only in the kingdom we're gonna really enjoy the world, you know. But that will come in the future. That's soon to come. So for here, verse 4, "Moreover, He had delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord had scattered them. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power, and have not been obedient unto His voice." You see, that's why we went into captivity. "To the Lord our power appertained righteousness, but unto us and to our fathers open shame, as appeareth this day. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord had pronounced against us. Yet have we not prayed before the Lord, but we might turn everyone from the imaginations of his wicked heart." Because we all were born with a wicked heart, you know. "Wherefore the Lord watcheth over us for evil, and the Lord had brought it upon us. For the Lord is righteous in all His works, which He had commanded us. Yet we have not hearkened unto His voice, to walk in the commandments of the Lord that He had set before us." Verse 11, "And now, O power of Israel, that has brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand and high arm, and with signs and with wonders and with great power, and has gotten thyself a name as appeareth this day." You know, but people don't really think about Egypt anymore. Now they think about, you know, what great kingdom is there now, you know. According to the scriptures, that's America, right? And hast gotten thyself a name as a period this day. O Lord our power, we have sinned, we have done ungodly, we have dealt unrighteously in all thine ordinances. So we're not keeping the commandments anymore. We're doing, people follow Esau and his ways, not following the ordinances of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, They're going to be judged for that soon. Let thy wrath turn from us, for we are but a few left among the heathen, where thou hast scattered us. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and our petitions, and deliver us for thine own sake, and give us favor in the sight of them which have led us away. Come, that all the earth may know that thou art the Lord our power, because Israel and his posterity is called by thy name. And that's true, because that's going to come as well, Everyone's going to know that, as it says in Jeremiah 16 or Jeremiah 12, I believe, it talks about no more shall be said, the deliverance out of Egypt, but the deliverance out of the land of the north, Look down from thy holy house and consider us. Bow down thine ear, O Lord, to hear us. Open thy eyes and behold, for the dead that are in their graves, whose souls are taken from their bodies, will give unto Yahweh neither praise nor righteousness. But the soul that is greatly vexed, which goeth stooping and feeble, and the eyes that fail, and the hungry soul will give thee praise and righteousness, O Lord. Therefore we do not make our humble supplication before thee, O Lord power, for the righteousness of our fathers and of our kings. For thou hast sent out thy wrath and indignation upon us, as thou hast spoken by thy servants the prophets, saying, Thus saith the Lord, bow down your shoulders to serve the king of Babylon, so shall ye remain in the land that I gave unto your fathers. But if ye will not hear the voice of the Lord to serve the king of Babylon, I will cause to cease out of the cities Judah and from without Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of joy, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, and the whole land shall be desolate of inhabitants. But we would not hearken unto thy voice to serve the king of Babylon. Therefore hast thou made good the words that thou speakest by thy servants the prophets, namely that the bones of our kings and the bones of our fathers should be taken out of their places. And lo, they are cast out of the heat of the day into the frost of the night, and they died in great miseries, by famine, by sword, and by pestilence. And the house which is called by thy name hast thou laid waste, as it is to be seen this day, for the wickedness of the house of Israel and the house of Judah. So actually what happened is he also gave these Babylonians the time to rule, over our people. And that was their, all these nations have had their time, especially when they had the Israelites in captivity. They were ruling, they were great, because they had the people of the Heavenly Father in captivity, And we still knew we were Israelites. We still had our, how do you say that? Ways, rules, laws, things like that. But in these other nations, among Esau, that's not the case. He wants you to be like, he's basically coming in the spirit of Antiochus Epiphanes, where he wants you to forsake everything that connects you to Yahweh Bashem Yashai, and to basically follow his ways, so that everyone could be one people. Meanwhile, he still feels himself superior and better than you, So that doesn't work neither. It's not like all of a sudden there's equality or nothing, There will never be equality upon the planet Earth, because everyone was created for a certain purpose, And upon this planet Earth, all the nations have been created to serve Yahweh Bashem Yashai, to serve the Israelites, Yahweh Bashem Yashai And the only way that basically everything will be fallen in place is if they serve the Israelites, because we're gonna give them the law, you know. O Lord our power, thou hast dealt with us after all thy goodness, and according to all that great mercy of thine, as thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying, if ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. So now in the land of their captivities, that means Europe, Holland, America, wherever they were scattered, the Middle East, all those places, they are remembering his name. They're remembering their inheritance, they're remembering their identity, because of this word. This truth has been spreading, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. So that we don't do the same thing, And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. You see, so that's still pending, because we have been driven out of the land, but that's gonna be turned back, man. So that's why you gotta go into these scriptures, in the law. It's very important to go through it as well. Shows you the righteous ways of the Heavenly Father. Then you have First Kings, Second Kings, First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, Maccabees, Tobit, things like that, man. So with that, I want to say all praises and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, and Shalom.